All right, everybody, welcome back to Star News. I'm Mark Childrey. Glad to have you here. Debbie Moore is with me, and we're going to talk about something that for the artists in the community, listen up, because this is going to be an event that's coming up very quickly, and it's going to give you the chance to participate, and Debbie's here to tell us all about it. Debbie Moore's here with me. Passion for Trashin'. I love the name. Passion for Trashin'.
Recycled, upcycled, found object type art. In other words, you take several disparate objects and all of a sudden it becomes one. You know, it's just interesting, strange things. And I think we've got some photos in the back. Hopefully they will get those up shortly.
What I I wanted to mention this, I was going through some of the photos. I think these were photos from last year.
From last year. Mm-hmm.
And one of them I found really unique was the use of a wasp nest.
Yes.
That was in one of these pieces of art, and then I think some flower pots and a little of this, a little of that. So if you've got a unique idea using something that you may see every day, you wouldn't think anything about it, but you can turn it into a piece of art.
You know, I wish I'd had the photograph to send in. This one lady does fish, and I'm talking huge fish.
Hang on, there it is.
There it is.
I think we've got it, and you're going to see this. It's there we go, and take a look now. If you're not sure what you're looking at, yes, that's wasp nest.
Yes. Isn't that incredible?
We see those all summer long, and someone actually made it into artwork. So you were hoping, you wish you could have made a picture of
a lady that recycles drink cans, aluminum cans, mm-hmm. and makes these gorgeous fish. I mean, they're huge mm-hmm. for wall hangings. But what a great way to use something that 9 times out of 10 will end up in a landfill. So I think it's pretty cool to do these things.
And aluminum costs good money too,
yes.
So you could, in desperate times, take that and sell it.
Exactly.
In it.
Now this photo is sideways for some reason, but that's okay. This one was entered by an 8-year-old last year, mm-hmm. so there's no age limit on this. He used.
I love those.
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, that's crazy. It really is, because
he made himself a robot.
And I recognize it's a robot, and you got little flower pots, and mm-hmm.
Those. Or berry containers?
Yeah, berry containers that you would see maybe if you're out picking strawberries or if you go to the grocery store.
So isn't that incredible? I mean, the imagination.
Never would have even thought of doing such a thing.
A lot of us wouldn't. And, you know, and that's what this is about. This is for that little niche of people that do these odd, really creative things with things that you would not think of mm-hmm. being art. And it turns into an art piece.
So there you see some of just examples, a few examples of some of these things. So if you've got an idea in your head mm-hmm. and you're thinking, my goodness, that would make a great art piece, or I could make something out of that.
Right.
You could do that. I saw a picture that was made. It wasn't really a picture, but it was made out, and it's so crazy because it was made out of nuts and bolts.
Yes. Yes.
And it was something that was hanging up on a wall, and it weighed probably 20 pounds, but the thing, so it had to be on a very secure nail mm-hmm. in the plaster, but about 20, it was at least 20 pounds. But the thing was heavy, extremely heavy, but it was just nuts and bolts. That's all.
Nuts and bolts. Mm-hmm.
And it was a great looking art piece too.
Well, one of the things that kind of kicked off my imagination to talk to our board about, let's do this show, I'd seen a photograph. Someone had used eggshells mm-hmm. and made a chicken.
Right.
Now, how appropriate is that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The chicken laid it.
Yeah.
And now we're using its shells to make one.
Which came first?
Chicken or the egg.
Right. And so that would have been the title of it. It had been my piece of art.
And that was the title of it.
Was it really?
Uh-huh.
How about that? So, so if you've got something, and these are things around the house, household items.
Something you would think normally of just throwing in a trash can, probably.
And you can take it and make an art piece out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the possibilities are limitless when it comes to this.
They're limited to your imagination.
But you need people to be in this
to
show.
Enter.
Yeah.
And the entry date, guys, is September the 29th, 2 to 7 p.m. at the Museum and Archives of Rockingham County, or the MARC, which most of us just say the old courthouse in Wentworth. Entry fee is $6, and with that $6 you can enter up to 3 pieces. So
Okay.
it's an inexpensive show to be part of. We're sponsored by First Piedmont Waste Solutions for this. We pay $100 for our Best in Show, $75 for the People's Choice, and then on October 7th we'll open the show with a nice reception from 6 to 8 p.m. So it's just a really nice way to show off your talent.
It's not just where you go and put it on a table and say, look at what I did.
Right.
Because there's the possibility that you're going to, well, for one thing, you're going to get a lot of recognition. People are going to say, walk by there and say, what a unique thing to do. Oh, I didn't know that Mark Childrey had it in him to make a picture out of something. So
right.
people, they're going to, you're going to get recognition. People are going to say that. But you've also got the possibility of winning prizes.
Winning prizes. And another thing that is really cool to do is to photograph your project as you're going, because when people see the finished product, they may not actually understand all the pieces and parts that were used to do this. So if you kind of photograph everything as you go and bring that with your piece, that really helps show it off. And it may even, help the judge or the people looking at it choose you.
I never would have thought, again, as I mentioned, I think it's really unique. And Chase, if you will, stop right there for just a moment. Explain this, please.
That's called Icarus Falling, is the name of it.
Right.
And Icarus Falling is made out of, it starts off as a dummy or a mannequin that's movable. Then he's got, there is metal that has been cut into wings. So Icarus has his wings. Then he's got some other pieces that are on his head. Then he's wearing tennis shoes.
Right.
So he was named Icarus
Not just tennis
Falling.
shoes, Converse shoes.
Converse shoes, no less.
Tennis shoes too. So Icarus, years ago, they used to be a relatively inexpensive shoe to wear. Now they're very expensive.
Very
if you go
expensive.
buy them. So
Icarus was wearing some very expensive shoes.
So wearing the shoes. But this is just something that came up in someone's head, in their imagination.
This was actually a student at RCC that did this one.
And then they decided, let's put this together and see where it goes. And what do you know? A year later, it ends up on Star News.
And
we
Star
may
News.
see something. We may see something similar next year when
Right.
we're doing a segment on Passion for Trashing. So if people are interested, they've seen some of this, and they're thinking, I could do something like that, or I could come up with something on my own. They have time to do it, but you got to do it quick.
Got to do it quick. And if they have any questions, please give me a call at 336-344-5539, or you can go to our Facebook page, which is Fine Arts Festival Association of Rockingham County. Yes, that's a mouthful. But either way, you can get information, and anytime feel free to call me. Not a problem.
And very quickly, we're going to switch gears for just a minute and say they can also contact you. Viewers who are watching right now, they would like to talk to you about the Christmas parade, they can call you too.
They sure can. If you want to talk to me about the Christmas parade or getting your greeting done and into the Christmas parades, more than happy. We're also looking for some sponsors probably, so give me a call.
Yeah, call
336-344-5539.
All right, there you go. And well, good luck, and I wish the best to all of the artists at Passion for Trashing at the Museum of Archives of Rockingham County, better known as the Mark. And so call Debbie if you'd like to get in on that, or if you're interested in getting in on the parade. And we've posted reminders on our Facebook page for people to do that. You're going to see the new graphic come up on our Facebook page with everyone's phone numbers on it, how to go ahead and get more information about it. That's coming up in the next day or so, so watch out for that. But right now, we're going to have to take a break. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be back. We got lots more coming up. Star News keeping you informed on what's happening in the local community, and we'll be back right after these messages.